We pray for Ukraine, or you reign.
That day, she came out. So she ran right into the trap, was probably hungry now, or thirsty because of fever. So she went into the big cage that they built for her as a trap. So they got her. And then I asked them to keep her until I sent a driver. And when the driver came, she was very weak already with high fever, you know. So we called emergency doctor right away, the same doctor that had treated all my dog people, or the adopted dog people. And he gave her medicine and all that temporarily. But when we took her back to where I live, it was an hour from Bangkok. I had to bring her to the hospital. And they kept her for, I think, 2 weeks. And she got better because she began to show symptoms of very bad. You know, she had diarrhea every day and very high fever. So the doctor kept her. Luckily, she survived. My God, that girl, she's a survivor. She's been sick all that and hungry and ate all kinds of garbage outside. But still survived and now is healthy, barking the loudest of the group. If you don't believe me, you walk near her and then you'll hear it. She will show herself who's the mightiest in the house. Why? Oh, could you ask me that question? Is she afraid of humans? She's not afraid of all humans now, but she's still afraid of most humans. She only trusts us, the close circle who takes care of her every day. She eats from my hand. She lets me pet her and hug her, carry her around. So mostly I tell the attendant to try to carry her around. So she got used to it now. She will let us carry her. Yeah, on a good day. She still runs to her cage and hide it first. Then we have to coax her out with sweet potatoes, durian, it's goodie stuff, veggie green bones. Yeah. Then she comes out slowly, and snatches. She goes back inside again. And then we give it outside, and then she has to come out. She got one taste of it, and she wanted to eat the whole durian. Yeah, expensive homeless dog person, very. Because even in Thailand or Vietnam, ordinary people don't get to eat durian the whole like that. If you have money, yes, but even in those countries, I remember when I was a kid, one durian that shared with the whole family, everybody one piece, you know. If they have, there's sometimes less. Because even in those countries, they are expensive for the majority of people. Yeah, they are luxury. But my dog, small size like this, like the size of Shih Tzu or Maltese, small Maltese, can eat the whole durian all by herself without stopping. And if you have durian, you are her friend, at least until the durian's finished. And then she has no moral, no qualm to just say goodbye till next durian. Even me, you know, she eats it all and then she just wags her tail, goes into her cage. Until next time for maybe sweet potatoes or her favorite toys also. Wow, 3 years old already. Goes and takes all the toys from everybody, stacks them in her cage, licking them one by one, making sure that they are marked by her own saliva, you know, and she will recognize them next time. Whoever takes it, she takes it back in due time. She doesn't fight, but she sneakily goes, and when that person sleeps, She takes the toys back, one by one, stacks them at the back of her cage, her den, whatever little quarter wall she has. And she took my shoes also, my slippers she loves. So if I go away, I have to bribe her. I give her one of my slippers. I say, I will come back. You watch it for me until I come. Oh, very happily. Gather it into her cage, leaves it there. Doesn't do anything, just every day looks at it. Oh, licks a little bit and leaves it aside. Yeah. Her cage was full of things before. Now we don't have a lot of slippers hanging around, but before she collected them. I gave her already one to play with. No, she took the other one also. And if you're not careful and you come to my house and leave your slippers, she also welcomes those into her own cage, Yeah. And toys and whatever she can take, she brings to her things, her world, her possessions. When she was still wild, I gave her food and drink, Over there, it's so difficult to buy stainless steel, so we're limited. We had some plastic things outside, for food. It doesn't matter, just cold, dry food or some snacks that I give. She took the whole thing, ran to her mountain up there. One day I went up to the highest peak of the low mountain. I saw all the evidence of the crime. The missing toys, the missing bowl, the plastic cups, the sticks, whatever, in my yard, anything. And one of the Korean nuns was crying. One day, she looked like crying with no tears. I said, what's wrong? They took away everything. We have nothing now. I said, what everything? The bowl for the dog. I said, that's not everything. She said, yes, but yesterday another thing. I said, it's still not everything. You're crying and lamenting like your mother died or something. It's not the behavior of a nun. So she stopped. Your nun is supposed to be looking at everything like zero, right? What kind of face is that? So miserable. I said, come everybody, look. Monks, look. I told all the householders, come and look at her. She lost one dog bone. Look at her face and her expression. And she felt embarrassed and she didn't complain anymore. But that didn't mean the dog did not continue to take the stuff and bring it up to her quarters. The high peak of the mountain, that's where she runs to every time any human goes near or wants to catch her. Because she runs so fast and goes up. And the mountain, the hill, it's not easy to go up. But for her, the dog is so easy. She has her own highway, number 70, Whoop, 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 whoop. 70 miles an hour she goes up. And no police can catch her. She drives without driver's license, but she gets away with it. And nobody can catch her. So we have to use that method, The Thai people, they thought about it because I couldn't do anything. Because I forbade the use of drugs. I forbade the use of sleeping, sedation, syringe. I forbade drugging her. I forbade any net thrown on top of her, or of any dog they wanted to catch. The mother also. That's why for so long a time they couldn't catch her. Because before I arrived, they gave her sedation, but they could never catch her. She went somewhere else to sleep. She's not stupid to sleep right there for you to catch her. They wanted to castrate her, but they couldn't catch her. So next time, the doctor also wanted to do the same, giving her the injection. Before I heard that story, I let him, because he said he could always catch her. This doctor told me like that. He just gives one injection, then the dog person runs around and then sleeps, and he will catch it in no time. I allow him. But she didn't come back. She went somewhere far away, then sleep. Next day came back again, business as usual. looking if any food, go eat, run fast. Eat and run, eat and look, eat and look, eat and run, eat and run. And next time I say, doctor, still cannot catch her. He said, just give me one more chance. I will give her a stronger sedation. I said, no, 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 no. I heard a neighbor saying that before you gave her the injection and she did not sleep when you wanted to castrate her. This time, in my presence, you gave her another one. She also did not come back. If you give her one more time, what if she cannot come back? You see, look at her. She's just skin and bones and has to take care of 9 babies without enough food already. You see, the neighbor didn't give her enough food. So she was so skinny already and so scared, so stressed out because all her friends were poisoned and they were waiting to poison her next. And so stressed out, scared already that she wanted to move the babies far away, 2 kilometers away. She moved 2 babies. Luckily, I found one back, but the other one, I couldn't find it until I gave a reward, but I couldn't find it until I think 10 or 15 days later, and we couldn't help him. He had distemper, and he died soon after. 2 weeks afterward, with all my care and with all the doctors coming to my house every day. I could not save him. So I say, what? She's already stressed out now. If I didn't take all her babies into my house, she would have taken them one by one by the neck and brought them away already. So she's very weak, undernourished, stressed out, and scared. If you give her one more injection, can you guarantee me that she will come back? And come back well, healthy, alive or not? I don't want to put your conscience on this. So I didn't allow the doctor to give her any injections anymore. I say, I think of the way. And I put up a reward, like 10,000, 20,000, going up all the time until 30,000. Anybody who catches her will get that. And one Korean man got it, believe it or not. This Korean guy, a young boy, he even had no dog at home, has nothing to do with dogs. He just saw me and the girl trying so hard to catch. He just jumped in and helped. He was taller and he was faster somehow. He was maybe a footballer or something, fast. She was already almost at the top of the fence. He got the big basket and he got. And I really had to give him that money, even though he didn't want it. I said, a promise is a promise. Maybe God wants you to have it. So incidentally, you come here, I have to give you the money, no matter what you want to do with it. It's not my problem. So finally, he had to get it. Because I asked his group, the other whole group of Korean men, they didn't come in. They pretended they didn't understand why, what for, and blah, blah. Just he came in, and he understood English. So he got chat, and then he got the money. But this little one, I never allow anybody. I say, if I detect any harm to her, even 2 or 3 hairs are lost due to harassment, or I detect any drug in her body afterward. I have doctors who can detect that. I frighten them. I scare them. Then I will sue you. I will make the police put you in jail. Got that? Okay? I have power, believe me. I have connections. I have nothing. I have connection for sure in heaven. I have power, sure. Master power. But they didn't know that. And I didn't tell lies. So they didn't do anything like that. And they knew I love dogs. But just in case they wanted a quick result and then harass the dog. So they didn't do it. They put a big cage, like a trap. Because small cage, she would know. She won't go in. Even then, she watched them. For 3 days, she didn't come. Until she got sick and cold because it was winter also. So she got fever, hungry, thirsty, went there and then pop, they got her. And they chained her with a lock and didn't give me the keys. When I got her, she was locked here, with the chain together. And I said, why did you do that? I said, because we gave her normal, how you say, color. But she beat them off, many of them. So we had to put a chain, iron chain around her and lock it. And didn't give me the keys. Believe that? My driver came and they just sent the dog. Probably the dog was sick and we sent her to the doctor right away and didn't think about that. The driver didn't get the key. Imagine the dog, hard to catch, cannot even touch, cannot even go near. And the chain, very tight on her neck. I was worried sick. How can we get her now to unchain her even? Oh my God. They had many men. They just put a towel on her or something and they chained her.